Last time on Outlaws. Well, naturally, you will want to consider the possibility of toxoplasmosis gondii. So I can tell you about my client's deprived childhood. They may be the consequence of his schizophrenia.
I'm not going to let you get away with that, you know.
Anything he asks, no comment. Why not?
Because it makes a mockery of the whole system.
Then it goes up your arse.
Can you give me like a biscuit now?
No, Connor, you can't.
But you'll die without a biscuit.
So, how is the happy family?
Sandra's asked me to remind you that you're 2 months behind with your maintenance.
I don't care. You're more important than me. I don't even care that you drive a Lexus. The thing that gets me is, why'd you have to be so fat?
Natalie Banks, 55 years old. She was handing these out in the shopping centre. We've arrested her for incitement of racial hatred and disturbing the peace.
Beware the Niggerland nightmare. Sorry, that's amusing as all. Why?
It's not that.
It's not the leaflet, it's just that we already know what your defence is going to be.
Mrs. Banks, the duty solicitor. Mr. Gulliver's arrived.
Mr. Gulliver, it's all been the most dreadful mistake. I thought I was handing out leaflets for Greenpeace. That's what they told me I'd be doing.
Who's they?
This couple, very well spoken. I was working on a stall for Oxfam and they asked if I'd help out with their charity too. Well, of course, I said yes.
Can you remember their names?
The woman was Barbara and her husband Nigel. Parks, I think. Or was it Parker? One of the two. Charming people. And they smelt quite wonderful.
Smelt?
Yes, it's usually a very reliable indication. May I? Now breathe on me. Do you mind?
What?
It's a game I play with my grandchildren. Please.
I haven't brushed my teeth.
Tuna fish sandwiches for your lunch. I caught a whiff of it just then. With... breathe. Mayonnaise. They put far too much vinegar in it nowadays. Sweet corn and... Coke.
Diet or regular?
They won't send me to prison, will they?
No, there's no question of that.
Shoplifting? Affray? Breach of the peace? Arson? Criminal damage? Shoplifting? OK, here's the deal. If you don't control these kids, the state will do it for you. It's that simple.
I'm doing the best I can, Mr. Dunbar. They don't smash nothing up or thieve no more. Well, not much, but that's kids, innit? And they all got school now, even Christy, don't you, love?
Yeah, Mum.
Right. A pissing doer, right?
Spunk breath.
Shit stabber, retard.
Just leave him alone, you
asshole.
Mrs. Morris.
Stop! Shut up, you bitch. No, cow.
Oh.
Piss off, you bitch.
Don't, Janet, stop.
Get lost.
Janet, Christy, stop.
Granny, stop. Oh, Danny, piss now.
Piss off. Christy,
Granny, look.
Where's Myra Bloody Hindley when you need her? Given the exemplary efforts by Mrs. Morris, and indeed the whole Morris family to improve their antisocial behaviour, and the fact of Mrs. Morris's recent pregnancy, I suggest a custodial sentence is inappropriate and ask that the interim ASBO order be lifted.
Sir, 6 pages of complaints by frightened residents.
And none of who could be bothered to appear.
Silence! No talking in the court.
Why don't you shut up then?
Mr. Dunbar.
Yes, I do apologise, sir. If I may speak to my client for a moment.
Sit down. No. Get back.
I bollocks. You're gonna have to faint.
What?
You want to lose your kids? Fall over like you're ill and stay down till they carry you out. Got it? My client would like to express her deep regret at the youthful folly and shenanigans.
Pissy now! What's over there?
Medic! Get a doctor.
All rise.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Nice to have you back again, Martin. Usual cell, all right?
I never touched her. I didn't lay a finger on the bitch.
Present for Dunbar. How's Eva Braun doing?
This is a joke, right? You're not seriously going to charge her. She's been set up.
Yeah, I know. She's the helpless victim of a pair of sick practical jokers.
Called Barbara and Nigel Parks, or BNP for short. Didn't you get that? They were taking the piss out of her. She didn't know what she was distributing.
There you go, Kavanagh.
Look, I want her released right now.
And I want to win the lottery, but that's not going to happen either. And you can forget about bail and all.
Why? Because she's a flight risk?
No, because she's on bail already and has just violated it. That sheet there's her previous, this year. She doesn't know you're black yet, does she?
Could you stoop any lower? There's no way she was ill.
I was doing you a favour.
What?
Read your government guidelines. Vital wisdom states that a prime cause of juvenile crime is the break-up of the family unit. So why in shit's name try and propagate it?
Because they're a bloody menace.
Dumping them into a care home isn't going to solve anything.
Her neighbours disagree.
Sod them. If they'd have any balls, they'd have slapped some respect in the little shits first time they'd been gobbed at.
And ended up in court for assaulting a minor.
Yeah, banning discipline. What a social step forward that was.
Actually, all I'm wondering is how much your fee increases after yet another pointless adjournment.
She's got a new judge, another 6 weeks to put her house in order, plus a chance to make sure this time she don't bring the entire bloody zoo along with her to help cock things up. Hello? Justice or us?
Dunbar, I've got the charming Martin Kent down here again.
Yeah, well, if he's sobered up, release him. What about the missus? Hasn't she ridden to the rescue yet?
Not exactly, no. You're going to need to get down here.
What for? She's going to withdraw a complaint like she always does. There'll be no case to answer.
That's irrelevant. We're going to charge him anyway.
What do you mean you're going to charge him anyway? Whose bright idea was that?
The CPS, your friend Ms. Beckenham.
It'll vanish in a heartbeat, Elaine. And she knows it.
We need to prosecute. It's an abusive relationship.
Show me one that isn't.
And there's no mitigating circumstances for beating up women.
Let's debate that with the people you prosecute.
You saying she deserves it?
No, I'm saying that, unlike you, I don't presume to know what goes on in other people's shitty lives. It's none of our business.
You're worse than Spinky, do you know that?
No one's that pathetic.
He may be spineless and incompetent, but at least deep down he's embarrassed by the fact he's such a eunuch.
Yeah, I'm still here, you know.
Whereas you actually revel in your own impotence. You delay procedure, hide the truth, refuse any responsibility.
If you want to have sex with me, Sarah, just say so. Don't sublimate it into all this sixth form psycho bullshit.
I'll sublimate this.
They're going to keep you in overnight. I'm sorry, but you're already on bail for criminal damage and assault.
I know it's shameful. One family's malicious accusation.
One black family. You shoved dog feces through their letterbox.
I was looking for a bin. I got confused.
Then you hit their daughter with your walking stick.
In self-defence. There's no tolerance anymore for the disabled. People would much rather you just kept your distance.
What kind of people is that exactly? Those ones just down from the trees?
That's very good.
What is?
Testing me. But it's not necessary. I'm no more of a bigot than you are.
I'm not a bigot at all.
Exactly. Just because we're both white doesn't
Mrs.
mean...
Banks, I'm a black man.
No. This never lies.
I'm a black solicitor and my family comes from Jamaica.
I hope you're cleverer than this in court. You'll certainly need to be if that stuck-up bitch Caldwell is presiding.
Judge Caldwell?
Yes, a very conflicted woman. Unnaturally difficult. Her daughter's married to one, you see.
I'm beginning to. Yes.
Just listen, all right? There is no case. She's withdrawn her complaint. Tell her.
I have. I keep saying it was an accident.
You've been having a lot of those lately, haven't you, Joyce?
Shit happens. What can you do?
I can charge you with wasting police time.
Fine. You process that crime against humanity and we'll call it quits. Now bail her and let's all get home for Crime Watch. See how exciting our lives really are.
No. I'm going to stick with charging her husband, I think.
He's gonna walk, I guarantee it. You want a quick preview? Here's the trailer. Joyce, did your husband hit you?
No, he wouldn't.
What happened?
I was drunk. Fell down the stairs.
Do you love him?
He's my life.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
So, why phone the police, Joyce? Why tell us he was trying to kill you?
She was angry.
Yeah, that's right. I was angry because...
Yeah, all right, don't peak too soon. She'll be word perfect in court. You want to talk about wasting police time? We're doing it right now because you're not signing his release. Am I saying this out loud?
Do you know how many murders last year were the direct result of domestic violence?
What is this, quiz night?
40%. That's one woman every 3 days, and she's going to be one of them next. Look at her.
I have done. And all I can see is a woman who doesn't want to press charges.
Well, I do want to press charges. I am going to prosecute that sick little excuse she calls a man, whether she likes it or not.
Are you having problems at home, Elaine?
I've got Polaroid pictures of her injuries. I've got a signed statement.
Which she's retracted.
Third-party witnesses.
Hospital reports dating back months. Testimony from the neighbours. It's a stack of shit, Martin, and it's piling up. I'll defend you, but they got more than enough.
If Joyce don't want them to, then...
Yeah. Try not to think about the good old days, because this is the nanny state we're living in now. And the view has been taken that the police want to prosecute on her behalf.
I never touched her. She was pissed as a fart. That's why she fell down the bloody stairs in the first place.
And she'll back you up on this, will she?
She fucking better. Don't they always?
That woman's been hit probably 20 times before she even thought about calling the police. He's going to kill her one day. Do you know how much it costs to investigate a murder? $1 million, give or take. So by stepping in now, we're saving the taxpayer hundreds of thousands of pounds. You'd think a tightwad like Dunbar would appreciate that. So what's his problem? Do you think it's some kind of transference? I do. I think he fantasises it's his wife suffering like that. Don't hold the conversation. Let me get a word in, for Christ's sake.
Smell that.
No, thank you.
Do I smell white to you?
Oh, not this again, please.
What about if we were talking on the phone? Would you have any idea of my colour?
Yes.
Why would you? I don't talk like a black man.
What the hell does that mean? You don't speak in patois, no, but...
That's because I can't. I never could.
So what?
So, my dad can. Even Dunbar does it better than I do.
All right. How big is your cock?
What?
I thought we were thinking about ways to tell if you're a black man. That's one of them, isn't it?
I said, what if we were talking on the phone?
Well, we could be having phone sex. It's a legitimate question. Certainly one I'd ask.
Yes, fine. My cock is enormous.
Intriguing.
Or unbelievably sad. Look, the point I'm making is...
You're educated and privileged, and some blind old Nazi crone is suddenly making you feel guilty that you're not quite slumming it with the Was Up brothers on the street.
That meant to be a joke?
I don't know. You're the one wishing it was a cultural stereotype. Me, I'm just playing along for the ride.
You don't understand.
If that's because I'm not black, then you've just solved your whole identity crisis.
Don't you ever get bored of being so bloody smart all the time?
No. Just lonely.
Well, that's life at the top for you, isn't it? No?
I love him so much. He's all I've got. If he goes to jail because of me, I'll kill myself.
It's harder than you think.
No, it isn't. I jumped out the window of our flat once. He stopped me, pulled me back, held me so tight I couldn't breathe. Stupid cow, he kept saying, kissing me. He needs me, see? That's why I can't go back there. Not without him. I'd only jump again, I know I would. Who'd stop me then?